And it's just a blessing to be a grandma.
I know that's right.
It's just a blessing to be a grandma.
I love that.
You might not like yesterday, but today
you're gonna love it. I love that. I just think like it's about to be a cool episode, you know? Yeah.
Okay.
You hear me? Okay. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yo, you have not prescribed with the realest, where we say the things your friends won't say and your man gonna lie about. It's your boy Dewey Rice. Yeah, I'm saying we are here today with somebody very, very, very special. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you guys can guess if you're listening, but if you're looking at it right now, you see who we with. Who are we with right now? Who are we sitting with right now?
Mary Wingfield, Dewey's grandmother.
What did you say?
Mary Wingfield, Dewey's grandmother.
There it goes. I'm like, okay, you got a little energy. I need a little bit more. Like, we got to pipe it up just a little bit more, okay? You got to match my energy now. But look, y'all, so I brought my grandma here to sit on the couch with me today. We got a couple questions for her. We're gonna sit her through the waiting room. But I honestly brought her on here, and I'm gonna try not to cry today. For real, I'm not gonna cry. I'm telling myself I'm not gonna cry, but you know, we'll probably have some tears. But I brought her on here today because it's about to be Mother's Day on Sunday. And I wanted to have a Mother's Day episode. I had one last year. I've had one actually every year for the podcast. And so I want to do one this year with my special, very, very special person, my grandmother. And so, yeah, tell us a little bit about yourself. They hear about you, like Mary, you know, Mary's house, Mary's couch, all of those things. But tell them a little bit about you.
Mary Wingfield. From Greenville, Alabama.
Period.
South of the border.
Okay.
Attend college, Alabama A&M in Huntsville, Alabama.
Resume. And where you cross at? What did you cross? Where are you?
I crossed at Alabama A&M University.
Period.
Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated.
Period. Anything else you want to add? Anything else? Because you built your resume right now, babe. I'm loving it. You want to add anything else? You don't have to. Don't feel pressured. I can add it for you a little bit.
I have one daughter.
Period. And what else? That's it. We can keep it there. That's cool. She like, I don't know. It's okay.
Taught at Columbus.
It's cool, babe. We're gonna get it out of you. So you already know we're going next. Oh, actually, before I even jump there, she introduced herself. You know, this is really different with my grandma. So she introduced herself. Grandma, tell us how your week been.
My week has been marvelous.
Been marvelous?
Yeah.
What you been doing?
Absolutely great. Making jewelry. Cooking for the sick and shut in.
Yes.
Visiting the sick and shut in.
Oh, you be visiting them too?
I visit, one of our members at in New Albany at the rehab center. And it was my first time getting out to visit.
Okay.
Because 3 years of COVID.
Yeah.
Trying to make sure I watch my health.
You were scared.
And my health problems.
Yes.
And I was a little afraid. And now they've lifted the mask.
Yes.
And I'm still afraid. And every time I get a chance, I grab my mask.
Period. You go wear your mask.
Says, Grandma, you don't have to wear the
mask like,
today.
Bro, keep your mask in your purse, bro. You don't have to pull it out every time.
I'm just grateful.
You just don't have to do that.
To be alive and well.
I love that. I'm joy and peace, right?
Joy and
That's your
peace.
favorite thing, joy and peace. So let's go ahead and move into this game called the waiting room, right? So we do a waiting room game. You listen to the episodes a little bit. Yes, you know how the flow go. So I'm gonna take you into a game, right? This is this or that, and you have to only choose one. So I'm gonna give you two options, but you can only choose one. It's gonna get hard, okay? You gotta choose. You have to choose one though, Grandma. I'm not playing. You can't say pass. Okay. That's not how this works, okay? All right, first one. It's real light, you know what I'm saying? First one. Sunday service with the Tabernacle Baptist Church or lunch with your grandkids.
And I'm saying
you picking either one. Which one would you have to you can only take one with you. So Sunday service.
I'll take Sunday service at Tabernacle Baptist Church.
So you're not gonna go to lunch with me?
And after lunch.
No, you don't get to do that. So you're gonna take the service over lunch with your grandkids?
I'm going to take the service over.
Grandma, you don't get to do both. You don't get to do. You have to pick one, and it's cool. You pick the Sunday service, whatever.
Okay,
that's fine.
Move forward.
Go ahead. I'm about to move forward. You're gonna move forward too. Okay. All right. Next one: making a basket for free or hemming somebody's pants for $20.
Making a basket free.
Oh, Grandma, that's so beautiful.
My whole life is service to other people.
Oh, it's
better to give than to receive.
Period.
Blessed.
Period.
Cheery.
We love that. All right, next one, Grandma. Woo, I already got tears, y'all. This is crazy. All right, so trying a cute little cocktail with your favorite grandson or remarrying one of your ex-husbands.
Some rough choices there. I will not have a cocktail with my grandson. I will not.
So you gonna remarry one of your ex-husbands?
I would have to dig him out of the grave and marry an ex-husband from the grave.
Oh my God. Wow. You can take a little bit of tequila, a shot and a chaser. A little shot, a little chaser, Grandma.
Absolutely.
So you want to dig your husband's up. All right, great. Got it.
Dig one of
your husbands. I know that's why you better put a one on it.
I've had two.
You had two.
Dig one.
She said two of them niggas, but you only gonna dig one up. I know that's right.
And it'll take it won't take very long to decide which one.
I know that's right.
I'll dig mine.
You got a favorite one? Bro, next one. I'm not doing this with you. The last one. So before we get into the office, reading a verse in the Bible, or talking on the phone to one of your closest friends.
Reading a verse in the Bible, or listening to Bible study.
Okay.
On Tuesday.
Right.
And on Wednesday.
I love that, Grandma. You know, you have brought a lot of already. We only are 10 minutes in, and you brought so much, peace, joy and peace, your favorite word to the episode. So, like I was saying, this is a Mother's Day special, and I really brought you on because I want to show appreciation for my grandma. I feel like a lot of people, or people our age, honestly, it's crazy because a lot of people my age don't even really vibe with their grandparents like that. Like their grandparents kind of be distant. It's a lot of, I don't even want to call them deadbeat grandparents, but I'm actually about that too. But I feel like a lot of people kind of skip over the grandmas and the grandpas but y'all did a lot for us. I mean, at least for me. So my first question for you, Grandma, and I do want to say thank you. My first question for you is, so how were you raised? Who taught you how to be like a mom?
Well, I was raised on the farm. And my mother.
Grandma. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Go ahead. You were raised on the farm. Go ahead. You were raised. Yeah. I just reminded me of that video. Remember that video we did a couple years ago? Uh-huh. All right, go ahead.
So my mother taught me the ropes on how to be a real woman.
Period. How to be a real woman. So what is a real woman? That's what I go into detail on that. What is a real woman?
Well, I feel a real woman has a Christian experience.
Period.
You attend church, Sunday school, Bible study.
Okay, so a real woman has her faith.
Yes. And a real woman is always seen before you're heard.
Period.
They always taught me, never allow anybody to hear you before they see you.
Okay. I like that. Okay.
So you're not loud. You're just smooth. Sit back.
Yes.
Listen.
Yeah.
You'll learn a lot of things.
Okay.
And then you can put them into play and practice.
Okay, so seen, not heard. I love that.
Not heard.
Okay. And so were you and your mom close?
My mom, yes.
Y'all were close. Were you close to your mom or your dad?
I'm a daddy's girl.
Okay.
But I was close to my mom because I had to listen to both.
You had to listen to both. And you lived in a two-parent household?
Two-parent household.
Okay.
For my whole entire life.
Right.
I was blessed to have both parents.
In your life?
On the farm.
Okay. So on the farm.
I can't forget the farm.
Nah, you can't forget the farm, girl. What did you do on the farm since you don't want to forget it? What did you used to do?
Work.
Worked. Okay.
Yeah.
Animal.
If I
did you help
going out to the fields, I did the cooking.
Okay.
The sewing.
Yeah.
Cleaning inside.
Yeah.
If it was too hot and I felt like, I just can't make this. It's just so hot.
Right.
Well, you know what chores you're doing, and dinner would be ready at
a certain time. Did you have to cook too for the family?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And I learned all of my cooking skills from my mom.
Sister put it down. So, okay, she taught you well.
Extremely well.
Period. My bad. Sorry.
Well.
Extremely well.
Sometimes you stray away in a few ways, but you have that wisdom. You know what you're doing. You just want to tread the waters.
Right.
Test it.
Yeah. But she had you pretty much stable, in
grounded,
line. Grounded and in line. Thank you for correcting me. Grounded. Okay. So I have another quick question for you. So when you talked about how your mom had you grounded, how did their parenting styles help you be a parent?
Their parenting styles helped me be a parent because I remembered all the things that they used to say and do around me.
Okay.
And the opportunities that we had. It wasn't any going out late at night. Your parents either dropped you off, took you, you rode with another family member.
Right.
You were back home at a certain time. It was just things that you knew that was acceptable.
And things that were not.
And things that were not acceptable.
Okay, so I always have this talk. So I feel like, for me, you're one of my favorite people. Well, you are my favorite person. Let's just be, playing with it. But with you being my favorite person, they always say oh, you got a different version as a grandparent. I got the Mary and the grandma I got was different from what my mom got. So what kind of mom do you think you were to my mom? How would you describe who you were to my mom?
To my mom, I was.
How were you? How would she describe you? Would you say you're a good mom? Would you say you was a good mom?
I say that I was a good mom.
Okay.
Yeah. I attended her activities. I tried to bring structure to her life inside. And she was no more different from the rest of the kids. Once you get out in the environment in school, you try different things.
Yeah.
If they don't work for you, if you get tagged by them, those things, you might try other things.
Right.
But she did a great job in following some simple instructions.
I know that's right.
There were certain things that was required to take place.
Yeah.
And she knew they were required to take place.
Right. Were you a strict mom?
I say I was as strict as I could with the generation in which
was given to you.
Was given.
So you was very kind of was you an annoying mom, you think? Annoying, pest?
To her, I might have been very annoying.
Right.
But to me, it was taking care of business.
Period.
If there was a principal that needed to call me, they could call me anytime.
Yes.
My line was open.
Yeah. You was going up to the school.
I was going to show up.
Right.
And I was going to explain to her how this or that was not correct.
Okay.
And when you're taught better, you do better.
Okay. Okay. I like that. When you taught better, you'll do better.
Absolutely.
Okay, so you were talking about how you were structured and you said that you were always there, right?
Yes.
So it's no secret. My mom had me in high school, right?
Absolutely.
So how did you feel having a daughter that got pregnant in high school?
I was disappointed.
Right.
Because she knew the ropes. Your dad knew the ropes.
Uh-huh.
They knew what they were doing.
Right.
They outbidded me.
Right.
So in that, you just pray about it. And you do the best you can.
Right.
The very best you can.
Okay.
For what you have.
So I'm going to tell the secret since we online. My grandma wanted my mom to have an abortion. She didn't want me here. So how do you feel? You did. We're gonna keep it 1 you gonna prescribe. You didn't want her to have the kid because she was pregnant in high school, right? But how do you feel now? Like knowing now what you know, like, you know, our relationship and stuff, how do you feel?
Well, I think what people don't understand is when you give birth early, you still have a lot of play in your life.
That's true.
My daughter was born in 1975.
Right. Better say.
And I was 25 years old.
Ooh, okay.
So I had time to do a little play out in the world.
Oh, you're saying like
that's
before.
That's what I chose to do.
Right.
Yeah. And you were born. They chose that they wanted you to be born. Mm-hmm. I chose the possibility of how you wanted to go to college, you want to do all these things.
Yeah.
So now what do? She wanted to have a baby. So I said, that's fine. Because in all due respect, when you're young, it's hard to raise a family.
Absolutely.
Financially, mentally, socially.
That's true.
And spiritually. You've got to pray about it.
Okay, so that annoys me a little bit, Grandma. I'm gonna just keep it 1. Why do grandparents always lead with the faith and like God and like why? Like sometimes we want y'all to give like us realistic advice, realistic feedback.
But that is like, the most realistic feedback you could ever get in your life.
Not when you're down. Not when you're down. I don't want to hear that. I know God is real. I love me some God. Real. I love me some God. But don't nobody always want to hear that.
But you are here because of.
Right. But grandparents, what you just said, what grandparents do is feed it to God. And we as my generation, we're tired of hearing that. Because it's like, where's the realistic tips?
Is a problem generation. Ooh. Think about it. You're having, not you, but a lot of your generation already have kids.
Yes.
They don't have babysitters. Mm-hmm. They have to bounce around. Kids have to bounce around to find a babysitter. Mm-hmm. But for my grandkids, I wanted to be the babysitter for them.
Right.
That's the only way you will know for sure, 100, that they're going to be fine. And there are other grandparents who have lives of their own that they're trying to live, and they don't want to have to take care of grandkids.
That's true.
But then there are grandparents who have their grandkids.
Do you feel like grandparents get enough respect though? Like when you sit back and think about it, do you think y'all get respect? Because remember we were out for her birthday last week, and that lady was like, "Oh, I wish my grandson would take me out." Like, do you feel like grandparents get enough like grace and respect?
Grandparents do not get enough.
Oh. Said that with a deep voice. Yeah.
Respect.
Okay.
And love.
Okay.
Because oftentimes you can raise your kids what you feel is the correct way.
Right.
There is no storybook that tells you how to raise a kid.
Right.
So you are doing it on your own, play by play,
right,
of what you think it should be,
okay,
and how you think it should be,
right.
But there is no storybook.
Like you basically saying there's no like rule book to how to raise a kid.
You can't open page 59,
right,
and find out what do I do with my kid.
Yeah. Okay, so as a grandparent though, how is that? As a grandparent seeing like, okay, that let's just say, for example, you feel like your daughter didn't make the right choice with one, like something as small as like, oh, letting her kid go spend a night somewhere, and you don't think that they should go spend a night there. How do you as a grandparent step in? Or how should a grandparent step in?
But most often the grandparent don't know until after the fact.
Okay. That's fair.
But if they know before the fact,
Mm-hmm.
most grandparents would try to keep their kids from spending the night everywhere.
Okay.
Because you don't really truly know
what's going on. That's fair.
And I've allowed my daughter to go spend the night and had to go up and pick her up at 12 or 1 o'clock in the morning because there was trouble in the house.
Mm-hmm.
But had I knew from the very beginning,
mm-hmm.
I wouldn't have had to do that.
That's good. Go ahead.
Yeah, and you can't be both a friend and a parent.
Oh, say it again.
You cannot be both
a friend
and a parent.
Well, me and my dad, we besties. That's my nigga.
But you are besties now because you are 30 years old. And your dad is almost 50.
He is. He can't tell. And you can't tell.
And you
How about
can't
that?
Tell.
Yeah, period, Pooh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you can't tell that your mom is almost 50.
Period. Can't tell neither of them. You feel me? Mm-hmm. But back to what you said, though. You can't be a friend and a parent. What do you mean by that?
You cannot be a friend and a parent.
Okay.
When you're friends with your child, you have a tendency to allow them to do more. That you know, when you think about it later, that wasn't a good move.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
I will say that. Good move.
I will say that. I feel like you're pretty straight line. Like, you ain't gonna have no little drink with me. You ain't gonna do too much.
I'm not going to ever drink. I never drink. I never drinked, period. I don't drink.
You don't do none of that.
Alcohol is not my friend.
Yeah, I get it.
And I don't substitute my friendship with alcohol.
I understand that.
And I would never, ever have a drink with my child.
So basically, what I'm saying is that it's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah. So I'm saying being friends with your kid is telling them that the choices that they're making is okay.
If you sit down and smoke weed with your son or your daughter, what are you telling them? What message are you giving them?
Okay. It's about the messages.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And if it's okay to sit down and smoke it with you, then hey, we can get busy with anybody else and it's no problem, right?
That's true.
We can come in the garage and smoke. We can come in your house and smoke out back.
Yeah.
But
do you feel like
comfortable?
So you can't be friends and a parent, right? How do you feel about the love of a grandparent versus the love of your child? Like, do you feel like there's two different things or it's the same thing? Like the love for your daughter versus the love for your grandsons. Is it two different loves or?
The love for my daughter will always be because that's my child. Right. So I love my child. Mm-hmm. But my child had children.
Right.
And I love my grandchildren. I'll walk a country mile if you're doing the right thing.
Oh, grandma.
And I try to teach my grandkids the right thing. And like I said to one recently, you know that if you were taught different, and you know you were, you will do different.
That's fair.
You might thread the waters out there sometime because they are not around. Your parent is not around.
Right.
Let's see what I can do.
Right. But you know the right way.
You know the right way. It's called wisdom.
Okay.
Wisdom.
Okay. So with you being the matriarch of the family, because you said, you're we got you, my mom, and then us. How do you feel looking down at your family? Like, how do you feel when you turn around, like you at the top and you turn around? Like, do you feel like you've done your due diligence with your family? Do you feel like you've gotten back those flowers you're supposed to give? Because I honestly feel like a lot of us don't give flowers until it's too late. Like, we don't give our flowers until it's too late. We don't show the love, or we don't say the things we're supposed to say, like I love you or like thank you. We wait till it's too late to then get on Facebook and then or write this long thing on Instagram to share my love when I could have shared it with you. When you look back at your family, do you feel like you've gotten those flowers?
I feel like I've received the cards, the flowers, and the genuine love
From your family?
from my family.
Okay. Okay.
Because oftentimes
I would have thought your answer would have been different.
we don't know how to love.
Mm.
So you're writing a long card to me telling me how much you appreciate me. That's how you show me love.
Mm-hmm.
Taking me out to dinner, that's how you show me love. So maybe the next grandkid might call every day.
Right.
And say, how you doing? One might not call in a week or a month or so.
Mm-hmm.
Because you don't want to have conversation with grandma.
Right.
Because you don't want to hear what grandma say.
That's true.
So you avoid her.
Mm-hmm.
But guess what? I still love you. Because I know that you were taught better.
Mm-hmm.
Because I did. I did work with you.
Right.
Your mom worked with you. And each one of you, of my 4 grandkids, can certainly look back and say, Grandma did not fail me.
I know that's right.
I ate, you ate.
I know that's right.
I rolled, y'all rolled.
Yeah.
I rolled to every basketball game. And I was sick for the football game, for the last ones.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm trying to get better so I can roll to his football games. So he can say,
Grandma was always
able
there.
To come to my football games.
Okay.
But I felt like I played basketball with Tia. I traveled everywhere. Yeah. I know the game.
Right. You enjoyed it though. That's another thing that I feel like you were that attached because you enjoyed being at those things. A lot of people miss out on that. Like a lot of people miss out on, I'm talking about they miss out on their grandparent or their parent even being there because they're just not interested in what's going on, like the basketball game, or maybe not even interested in the child for real.
But a lot of people are chasing other things.
Meaning what?
There's a difference between they're chasing men.
Ooh. They're
chasing women.
Ooh.
They're looking for other relationships outside. And they're very busy with that.
Right.
Yeah.
So their focus, you feel like your focus as a grandparent was your grandkids, period. That was your focus.
I focused on my grandkids, their schoolwork, and their activities.
Is there anything you would have done differently?
I can't think of anything I would have done.
I know that's right. No, like decisions or anything that you would have done differently with your grandkids or as a mother.
I don't think so.
You gonna put on a flow.
Yeah.
You gonna stand on your business.
I would say that I feel that I did everything I could to make it right.
Everything you could to make it right. Okay.
And like sometimes you can't make everything right.
Talk about it.
You can give it a shot.
Yeah.
And then you would, if you took inventory of grandparents who are raising their grandkids.
Yeah, it's a lot of them.
Now,
it's a lot of
them.
Yeah.
They might not be healthy.
Right. So that's another thing. Do you think that's fair? I mean, of course it's not fair, but I feel like y'all just have to. Like y'all have to do what y'all have to do.
If you want your kid to be inside.
Yeah.
And not running with the wrong group of people, you have to try to lend a hand.
Yeah. There's a lot
Sometimes it doesn't work.
Though. Yeah.
But you still
try your best.
Try.
Yeah.
And I just think that being an educator and working with kids all my life,
you're just used to it.
42 years, 45. And I gave them all I had. And they know that I was giving my grandkids the same.
Yeah.
You know, we talked about how to build relationships. We talked about how to take care of families and all of these things. And even when I see a student that I had many years
They
ago.
always show you love. That is very true.
They always show me love.
They do.
They always show me love.
They do. How does it make you feel?
Awesome.
Makes you feel good.
And I appreciate them. And when I was with them, I did all I could for them.
Right.
Anything I had, I would share.
Okay.
With them if they needed it.
Okay. Okay. You talking your stuff today, girl. You got all this mic and start talking your stuff. But we want to know this. What's one of your biggest, do you have any regrets? Any regrets?
I have no regrets in my life.
No regrets in your life?
No regrets.
None?
None.
Okay, well, I'm going to bring up one. Them niggas. Tell us about it.
Who's them?
Them niggas. No, I really just want you to drop some knowledge on, like, because you know how, so me and my grandma will sit and we'll talk, and she's always talking about, like, women and how, like, she just feels like she could never, like, grandma could never live in this generation, y'all. She said she could never do it. It's just not her thing. She cool. Why?
Living in this generation.
No, you're saying the dating generation, what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
And you did drop some gems last time we went out to eat. So I kind of want you to spur that. You said that you were married twice.
Absolutely.
And if you could get married, if you would do it, would you do it again? If you could go back in time, would you get married?
Absolutely not.
Why?
Because I felt that I tried all the different angles.
Yeah.
And it didn't work out.
Yeah.
Because it takes two people
to tango
in the same thing.
Right.
Or at least some of the same things.
Right.
And it didn't work out for me. So I'm happy with moving forward.
Mm-hmm.
And there were a time when I said, Lord, if you help me out of this,
I won't ever go back.
I won't go back.
I feel that.
So he gave me his word.
Yeah.
He helped me out.
And you ain't never looked back.
Went back.
Because a lot of people would say, like, I've never seen you with a man ever. Like, I've never seen a man.
Because I was married before you were born.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
But I'm saying you didn't even have no boyfriend.
I said, Lord, if you help me out of this one.
Right. You would not go back.
I promise you. I will be
You said
right.
no more niggas back.
I will be all right.
No more.
All right.
I love that. Do you feel like because you weren't, like you said, chasing men was like another thing, chasing men and women, you feel like takes away from people's kids and their grandkids. Do you feel like that's why you were so invested too?
It does, because you've got to spend a lot of time wondering.
Yeah.
You got to go through some phones. You got to call some phone numbers and see if someone will answer.
Yeah.
So you can get a clue of, is that the woman
doing?
he's dating?
Yeah.
And it's just a mystery.
It's too much.
And it's too much.
Yeah, I feel that.
Because we need to be trustworthy.
Mm-hmm. That's true. That's
and if
true.
I have to look for something, I'm going to find it.
Yeah, if you got to go look for it.
Chances are it is not for me.
Yes. I love that.
It will not be good for me.
I love that.
Yeah. And you need to give people freedom.
Period. To do what they want to do.
Do what they want to do. If I clip the wings of a bird and it comes back to me.
So philosophical.
It's meant to be.
Period. You clip the what?
Wings.
If I clip the wings of the bird and it come back to me, it's meant to be. Mm-hmm. So if I clip the wings, she come back, it's meant for me.
Absolutely.
I love that. Come on, girl. You dropped the mic.
She had something for you. There was something in it for you.
Yum.
You might not have always been doing
right by
what
her.
The person thought was right by them.
Yeah. But
after I searched around to try to find something right, it wasn't right for me. So I might as well
go back to where I was. I love that.
Absolutely.
Go ahead. Okay, we're going to get off the dating because you dropped the mic. We're about to wrap it up because I know you've been talking your stuff, Grandma. You know, you sitting there. You sitting there and talking your stuff. But what I want to know is, I think this would be really nice, like just to have and to hear. What would be one of your biggest memories with my mom as a mom, like in motherhood for you? What's one of your biggest memories or something you'll always remember, like a time or? What would be a time or anything that you always remember with your daughter?
One of my greatest joys was the high school graduation.
Okay. Why?
And both college graduations.
Period. Because that girl got a bachelor's and a master's.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. Period.
And I constantly preached to her.
Yeah.
The value and importance
of education. Mm-hmm.
And having a job.
Yep.
Staying on the job.
Mm-hmm.
And she has been blessed. She started at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
And she moved her way up.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, in doing teaching, cheerleading, drill team.
Oh, yeah. Give your resume because you was a drill team coach, cheerleading coach, tutor,
home instruction.
What else? A grandma. What else did you do?
National Honor Society.
National Honor Society. Come on, Rez.
And anything else that I could help out with.
You was doing
at South High School.
That's so beautiful. So your memories with my mom is her like basically furthering her education. That's one of your greatest memories because you were really proud.
Really proud.
Okay. All right. Now it's my turn.
Okay.
What was one of your greatest memories with me and like my brothers, if you have any? Like any top memories? What?
One of my greatest memories.
Don't you start, y'all, because I already see the tears. Don't you start, Mary Wingfield. Go. I'm not looking at you though. What, Grandma?
Attending all of your basketball, all of your school events, dropping in on you at school.
Yeah.
To see if everything was okay.
Okay.
Getting my phone call at 2:30 when school is out. To see who's trying to bully or who's jealous about what today.
Yeah.
Who's jealous about the class presentation you did.
Yeah.
That was awesome. Who's jealous about the fact that you were allowed to shoot 3 points around the gym? All of those were amazing things. To go to all the honor roll assemblies. And every year, every semester, you want honor roll.
Yeah.
Every semester.
Okay.
Graduating from high school with honors.
Yeah.
Receiving the Tabernacle Baptist Church scholarship.
I got that. They was so bad. Yeah.
And attending short term at Rice State.
Yeah.
And I prayed and prayed that you would get where you said you originally wanted to go.
Right.
Was to Kent State. Then graduating from Kent.
Right.
Getting your little job, and you said, I got a college degree for this. This is nothing.
Because they wouldn't give me no money. They wouldn't give me no money. Working with them kids.
I said, but I guarantee you.
Yeah.
Those kids learn more than they ever learned before.
Facts.
They respected you.
Yeah.
They appreciated you and even cried when you left.
They did cry. They was in tears.
Including the director.
For sure.
So they really were going to miss you. And all of those are joyful events.
Thank you, Grandma.
My other grandkids.
Yeah.
And my daughter always kept the kids in sports. So they were all very busy.
So going to their sport events and stuff was good for you?
Going to all of their sporting events, going to school, checking them out, checking the teachers out to see how they're doing or what they're doing.
Yeah.
Having talks with the teachers.
Honestly, just being active with them. Yeah.
And my younger grandson, I retired by the time he was ready to go to kindergarten.
Oh, you used to pick him up every day.
I used to pick him up every day, take him to the bus stop, stick around over in Pataskla until it's time for him to get out of school at 12. Then we head home. And every day on our way to the bus stop, we read books.
Period. Yo, I remember listening to the CDs. They used to have me listening to the multiplication edition CDs.
And
on the way to Deshler.
And Jalen
did too.
Yeah.
I'm weak.
He had to play those multiplication videos all the time.
Okay, Grandma, this is about to wrap it up because I'm emotional, man. Okay, so I want you, before we wrap it up to the end, I want you to give the listeners some advice on how to either mend a relationship with their grandparent or some things they could do to just better that relationship before their grandparent is gone. And what's some advice you have with that?
Well, oftentimes we wait until the person is dead or deceased.
Absolutely.
And then we're crying and we're very emotional.
Yeah.
Because we didn't take time to spend with them.
Exactly.
Prior to.
Absolutely.
I say respect.
Respect.
You might not want to hear that Bible verse. You might not want to hear that scripture.
Because I don't.
But you live that scripture.
I know.
Remember,
that's right.
I send them to you all the time.
You do.
And who do you think look up and look low at you? When you're at your
big dog.
When you're at your lowest moment.
Yeah.
God has your back.
And do. I ain't saying he don't. I'm just saying.
And
sometimes I don't want to hear that.
You've got to respect grandma. You might not like what she's saying.
Right.
But what she's saying to you is correct.
I feel
and
that.
it is coming back again to you.
Yes. I like that. So basically, listen to your grandparents and respect them.
You need to listen. And now, in the generation we're in, we need to start at home with the parents. You've got to listen to somebody.
That's true.
If you don't listen to somebody, you listen to the street.
Yeah.
Do I want to be out in the street with you? You don't know where you're going, what you're doing?
Not at all.
And I'm going to follow you?
Yes, ma'am. Joy and peace.
Take me to the water.
Joy and peace.
Be baptized.
Joy and peace. Well, Grandma, you know what I'm saying? Thank you so much.
And it's just a blessing to be a grandma.
I know that's right.
It's just a blessing to be a grandma.
I love that.
You might not like yesterday,
but
today
you're going to love it. I love that. Well, Grandma, thank you for coming on. Y'all get to meet Miss Mary Alice, my grandma, my sticker butt, my bestie boo, right? But Grandma, so I got some flowers for you.
Oh, wow.
I gotta put it on camera, boo. You know what I'm saying? So you got some flowers.
Oh, thank you. To add to my flowers.
I got you a card, but I'm gonna read it because we're gonna do something different. You never supposed to open your gifts and stuff, but I'm gonna open this card. So I got you a card and I wrote on it because I always write messages. If you know me, you know Dewey gonna write a message on a card. So, dear Grandma, thank you so much for coming on the show. Woo! I'm about to cry. Okay. It means so much to me to be able to have an episode with you that will last forever. Wow. All right. I love you to the moon and beyond. I tell you this all the time, but I truly don't know where I would be without you. You are everything and more to me. And wow. Happy early Mother's Day.
Thank you.
So, Grandma, thank you for coming on the show. Oh, I hate crying on this show. Thank you for coming on the show. I really do appreciate it.
And I appreciate you.
Yeah, I got you a tear on that card. But no.
Thank you for
shout out to everybody that's listened. Definitely give back to your mom, your people, whoever helped raise you, give back to them. We often forget about our grandparents. that have been there since day one. So make sure y'all are giving back. I hate getting emotional, but I did. And so yeah,
And to
Grandma,
my
anything else?
grandkids,
Yeah. What?
Jalen, D'Angelo, Darnell,
Yeah.
I love you.
Oh, and to your
May
daughter.
God bless you. And to my daughter,
Yes.
I love you even more.
Oh.
God bless you.
All right, y'all. All right, so let's subscribe with the real. So we say the things your friends won't say and your man gonna lie about, and we're out. Oh, I hate crying, bro.